Misty says another big shift is that the case is no longer Blake versus Justin.
A huge win for Justin Baldoni is that he's no longer a defendant in his individual capacity in the case. We've been calling this case Blake v. Justin. That's no longer true. It's Blake versus the corporate defendants. He's still involved in this litigation because he has a central role in the decision-making of Wayfarer, as well as It Ends With Us LLC, the two remaining corporate defendants. But there are no direct claims against him.
Wayfarer is the production company co-founded by Justin, which was involved in producing It Ends With Us. Blake and Justin's final hearing is scheduled for April 28th in New York, with the trial date set for May 18th.
NBC legal analyst Misty Maris says that means prosecutors might not be willing to offer Tiger a plea deal for Friday's incident. Authorities say Woods, driving at a high speed on a narrow 30-mile-an-hour road, clipped a truck's trailer and rolled his car while trying to pass.
It doesn't matter who you are. If you break the law, we're going to follow the law.
The sheriff made a very clear statement that no one is above the law. So the question is, will they use Tiger Woods as an example? If Tiger Woods were to be convicted of DUI, it would be his first. So he could face up to 9 months in jail, up to a year with his license suspended, and significant fines and penalties. Tiger Woods' prior history could impact how this case plays out.
This crash is the latest in a series of troubling car accidents for the 50-year-old golfer that began in 2009.
She did have a rare moment where she talked about falling in love with Tom while shooting the comic book franchise that means so much to fans.
It brought into my life love and my best friend, so it's pretty cool.
Aw, and we will not have long to wait to see Zendaya and Tom on screen together again. Their fourth Spider-Man movie is out July 31st.
Well, even Ashley being a crier, I really didn't know, because she doesn't cry in her daily life. Like, when we're hanging out with her kids, rarely crying, you know? So I was like, I need to go watch The Bachelor. And then I watched Bachelor in Paradise. I was like, oh my God, it all makes sense now, you know?
I thought I was way funnier on Bachelor, which I have to say I am.
You have no idea. The amount I laughed. Every time she cried, I started hysterically laughing. I don't know why. It's just so funny to watch her cry.
Because it's so sloppy on The Bachelor, but here it's more of like, I just love my family, okay?
Yeah.
I think on The Bachelor you're younger too, so it's more dramatic when the stakes are not as high, you know what I mean?
Right. Like, at the end of the day, I'm really grounded. Like, I have my husband, I have my house, my career, my children, and I'm very happy and settled.
Yeah.
And whereas on The Bachelor, I was like fighting to get the life that I now have. So like everything is more in perspective when it comes to drama on this show.
I was asking questions because I had no idea what was going on. And I was hearing these things and I was like, there's no way that's true. Like, how could this be real? But it was real, you know?
Who do you think has the most dramatic season?
Oh, that would probably be Rula.
Yeah, it's
Rula
a very tough year for her.
She's gonna go through a lot of it, but I think that starting with next season, if there is one, like it can't get harder.
Right. No, I mean, she had to rip the Band-Aid off. You know, she had a lot going on this summer, and you'll have to wait and see.
And Ashley, describe the pivot from The Bachelor to Real Housewives. How different was the experience?
It's a 180-degree pivot. It's just a lot more dramatic on this side. You know, I know that we are famous on the Bachelor franchise for saying it's the most dramatic season ever. None of our most dramatic season ever's compared to this. Like Colton's fence jump, nothing.
She additionally disclosed what she was going through personally during a period of time which she claimed clouded her judgment, as she revealed marriage struggles with husband Sharif Shah. What's important for me to say, and I need to let people know, was at the same time, my involvement in this conspiracy overlapped with my own personal pain. My husband and I were separated. We were on the verge of divorce. I was overwhelmed with immense grief from the death of my grandmother, my father, and my aunt, all in a very short period of time. I was spiraling deeper into my previously diagnosed clinical depression, she said, adding that while it wasn't an excuse, it was the totality of everything that was going on and the overlapping of what I was dealing with personally. And I tried to avoid and numb all of that with alcohol and just avoid it. Shah, who initially alleged after her arrest that she was innocent, told the magazine that it wasn't until she and her legal team saw a plethora of evidence that she understood the magnitude of what she would face at trial, admitting in part that she saw for the first time that people were hurt.